Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys here again. As you guys can see, we are on a live stream broadcast spree this week leading up to the Author and Business Tour here at the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta, Georgia. So thank you guys so much for joining and watching this replay. For those of you guys who are getting to know who I am and what it is that I do, I am D. Lee Inspires. I am that lady that helps you publish your book in 24 hours or less. My goal is to help you thrive and reach as many individuals as possible. Hey, what's going on, Pamela? Good to see you. Hey, Miss Deborah, good to see you. Mike, good to see you. Joseph, too, as well. So thank you guys all for coming into this broadcast and sharing this experience with us. If you are in Atlanta, Georgia, please do not forget the tickets are 60% off for 24 hours only. So you definitely want to make sure that you take advantage of that deal tonight. But today we are highlighting one of our featured authors that is going to be in the building. Her name is Robyn Robbins. Now, Robyn, oh my gosh. This is when I say she does some publishing stuff with her clients. She has personal clients. She also is a best-selling author. She just recently put out her book on her birthday and celebrated with you guys here via live stream. And her book is available for pre-sale on her website, robynrobbins.com/books, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. Ken, thank you so much for joining me here. And the thing about Robyn is that she amplifies, or I'm trying to find the right adjective to say, but she exemplifies working together, businesses working together, and not competing, and us moving together as one. I greatly appreciate that, with wanting to help as many people as possible, and she absolutely gets that. And the beautiful part about it is that she's bringing her clients over to as well to the AIB community and vice versa. She's opening up opportunities. She just started her own author podcast called The Author Circle. Okay, I'm so excited about it. And so what she has done is open up opportunities to interview other authors too as well. So if you are an aspiring author, beginner, or the pro, we all know that we definitely need media, right? And what better way is to have somebody that believes in you just as much as we believe in you guys too as well, to help you flourish and thrive on that. So I greatly appreciate that. Hey, Auntie Nedra, I hope to see you this Saturday. Hope to see you guys this Saturday. As you guys can see before we bring Robyn on, I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. Hopefully I'll take a picture with it. But we do have our No Author Left Behind t-shirts in. Oh, I'm so pumped up about it. I love this color. I think it goes very, very well with blonde hair. But we have a variety of colors. Also, we have phone cases, notebooks, coffee mugs, leggings, skirts, the whole nine at our store. So make sure you guys visit our website at dleeinspires.com. Do me a favor. This is very important. This is going to be our even exchange here. This is going to be the even exchange. The even exchange is that you invite at least 3 to 5 people here to come and join us in this broadcast, okay? 3 to 5 people to join in this broadcast. We do understand there's some people who watch live stream broadcasts. There's some people who actually do broadcasts, and we understand the importance of getting as many people or eyes on your content and or material. So it is reciprocated. It really is. I go into other people's broadcasts and heart it up and give those thumbs ups, and also invite my friends too to hear your story and what it is that you do. So let's go ahead and do that even exchange. Hey, look, we have a game coming up at 10 p.m. tonight called Spin That Wheel. So you just might be one of the lucky people that receives a gift. Yes, I'm giving away giveaways. I'm like giving away services. I'm giving away packages. I'm just giving it away because God says, well, the more you give, the more you sow, the more you shall receive. And I really believe that. All right, guys. So make sure you guys click, put in hashtag share once you guys have shared it, and let me know that so we can put your name in the drawing or in the raffle. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring Robyn in. Let's go ahead and bring this beautiful sister in with us.
Okay. I'm like, it's telling me to rotate. Okay, I got it now. Hi, everybody.
Happy birthday, Robyn. It's your birthday.
Thank you so much, Dee.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you of how far you have came in spite of everything that you have experienced personally with your friends and family. And I just want to celebrate you because sometimes we got to look back to see how far we have came. And you have done an absolute excellent job doing so. You look very
Thank you
beautiful.
so much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So listen, tell everybody who you are. Because, see, I know you personally. And I want them to know
Yeah.
you like I know you. Okay? I want them to
Yes, ma'am.
understand your heart for individuals and what it is that you're trying to do and what you're trying to, how to reach as many people as possible to as well. So just let them know
Yes.
who you are and what is it that you do.
Yes, absolutely. Hello, everybody. I'm Robyn Robbins, and I am the founder and CEO of Robyn Robbins Enterprises, where I faithfully and humbly serve as a best-selling author, a certified life and coach. And basically, through speaking, I have the amazing opportunity to travel and empower women through specific talks that I like to give, which shows them how to look at life in a way where they can be unbiased and they're able to see the strength and the blueprint in their experiences. And being able to extract that so that they can see the strength in the experience and also be able to see the endless possibilities that are there within the experience. And so I do that through two talks. We're getting a lot of interruption. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You
Yeah,
do that
we're
through
getting a
what?
lot
Too.
of interruption.
Okay, so you do that through
Yeah.
what now?
Two talks based off of my memoir here.
Mm-hmm.
Survivor to Thriver is one talk, and the second talk is transforming experiences into expertise.
And that's a beautiful thing because I really believe I get a lot of messages about people going through different things. Sometimes they
Hmm.
want to thrive and they want to succeed, but then they're focusing more on the pain and they don't see the strength in it. They focus more on
Yes.
the weakness and they don't see the beauty of that. There's a quote that says, if you want to have a rose, then you have to respect the thorn. Isn't that something?
Yes,
So
that's good,
right. So
D.
so if you want to hold roses, something that smells good, that looks good, you have to respect the thorn. So what is a way that someone can see that strength in there? Because it's kind of easier said than done for some, right?
Yeah,
So what
absolutely.
are some things where you saw the strength in what you went through?
Well, the first thing I would definitely say is, especially as women, we can be kind of emotional. So you have to become unbiased about your situation. You have to be able to take self out of the equation and look at it as an outsider looking in.
Okay.
It's at that moment that you're able to see a thing in a way that you're not able to see it before.
Mm-hmm.
So that would definitely be the first thing. Try to come out of your emotion. Try to come out of the way it feels right now.
Right.
Try to come out of what it's doing to you right now. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right.
To really objectively look at the cards that you're being dealt
Right.
and strategically play each card to benefit you.
Wow. That you said, man, I'm like so pumped up. Let me scoot up to the edge of my seat here because I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in right now. So when you say strategically in your book,
Mhm.
how strategic, what kind of strategy did you use inside of your book that somebody can find in
Mhm.
there, like this blueprint that you're talking about? What in your book,
Yes.
what strategy can you share from your book that you used?
Yes, well, in chapter 10, which is the last chapter of the book entitled Freedom, I basically share how I got out of the adult entertainment industry and the sex industry and just everything that I had been in. And first, it came through faith. Of course, just believing that there was something better and that there was something greater for me, understanding that I wasn't my
Right.
past, that I wasn't the things that I did.
Right.
And I just having to understand that, everything happens for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't even matter how I got here or why I'm here
Right.
now, but what matters is what I want to do. So that first strategy is called the power of choice,
Mm.
right? There is amazing, 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 profound ability in our governing authority to choose.
Wow.
You can alter anything in your decision.
Wow.
So, you know, in my decision making, I remembered the things that people said to me in the past, like, you know, well, you know, you need education. You know, you know how parents and people do.
Right,
well, you know, you got to have education, and you know, you can't do this, and you don't need to do that. And so I remembered those things, and in those sobering moments, I chose, okay, let's get education.
Right.
Because in order for me to come out of this, I still need to live.
Right.
Right? So let me go ahead and grab this quick trade,
right.
Sari, to you know, get through. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It makes a lot of sense, because I talk to young girls and I talk to older girls, and what you said is something, our past, it could be shameful. A lot of people have committed crimes, but not everybody has gotten caught, right?
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
A lot of people have done things, but they just haven't, you know, shared it. There's some people that I talk to are sharing their stories about having an abortion and making those big girl decisions and different things like that, that they feel that, you know, they were out of options. They were out of options.
Yes.
But what I have taken out of what you said that makes so much sense is the power of choice. And I want other people that feel like, if you feel like your back is against the wall, or you feel like it's just too messed up that you can't inspire other individuals, it's more so that you know, hey, look, God can take the most ugliest thing and make it his most beautiful masterpiece. But what I found when I was in that dark place, and just like you're saying, is the power of choice. I felt like I didn't have any more options. I felt like
absolutely
all the decisions that I that we could have made. You guys might feel that way here. That the decisions that you could have made, the wish you could have, would have, that you have no more choice. Like, you have no more powerful choice. I know Stephanie here. You know, sometimes things happen to us that we have no control over. Sometimes things happen from weather, hurricanes, decisions we made in childhood, and like you said, and then too, you also said another thing. I hope there's parents on here right now. You said, look, my parent, you know, your parents tell you, and they really believe that this is what you should do. You should go to school, you should pick up this, you should go to work for someone else. And because we have been trained that way, that's how they learn, that's how they survive in their generation. However, that does not apply to your circumstance now. So what I'm saying, what I got out of what you said that makes so much sense is, the way somebody else got out of their situation does not mean that that strategy is going to work for them. These are options.
Absolutely.
And the one thing that's universal through all generations of somebody with their back against the wall is the power of choice. You did not lose it all. You have not lost it all. You have not lost it all. What could you say to the woman who had experienced something like you went through in your past, saying that, you know, I want more out of this. I feel like this was probably for right now. What can you say to a woman who feels like there are no more options?
Yes, and I'm so glad that you brought that up, Dee, because statistically, a lot of people look down, culture and society looks down upon those that are in the sex industry and that are in the adult entertainment industry. And what a lot of people don't understand is that most of us are trafficked in. I was trafficked in. A lot of people don't know the stories behind these ladies and these women that are sliding down a pole. And a lot of it comes from being in a place of survival, right? And then also being trafficked in, and then feeling, because of the things that they have been through, meaning statistic wise, most of us that end up in that place have endured cycles and cyclic abuse. I'm talking about not just one person. Most of us that end up in those places is cyclic abuse. It's a continuum. It's something that they can never get away from. And so subconsciously what winds up happening is it becomes embedded in our minds that this is all we'll ever be. And so we become comfortable in those places because that's all we know.
Hold on. What's wrong with that? You know, look, it's a traumatic experience. We have been, you know, and it's with anything from eating to weight loss, everything. You know, you have this
Yeah.
thing you thought process in your head. You could be the most beautiful girl in the world, but if somebody from your childhood and your past, or somebody who's in your presence right now, says that you're the most ugliest thing ever, you're going to begin to believe it. You're going to start walking like it. You're going to start dressing
Yes.
like it. You're just going to have that behavior. But what you had said was, is that you begin to get comfortable. How many of you guys who
Yes.
are in business, and I mean, who are working for someone, and you begin to get comfortable? How many of you guys want a house or want to move out of your circumstances and you begin comfortable? How many of you guys are in domestic violence, and because this happens all the time and you've been programmed and you just get comfortable,
Yes.
regardless of what story you heard, regardless of what resources out there, you become comfortable. So how did you? That's because the mind is a powerful thing, Robyn.
Yes, it is.
How did you
Yes,
break
ma'am.
that? How did you break that? Because man, that psychological warfare is something
Mm-hmm.
serious. And I know you said it's because of pain. How was that introduced to you with all of this around, though? Wait. I
Yes.
hope
So
I hope I'm not killing everything. I want them to come on Saturday, but I'm like, I'm all in it. Like, what?
yes, yes,
Wow.
ma'am. But you hit it. You hit it. The first stage is the mind, and that's why I said the power of choice.
Right.
You have to renew your mind, because when you are in those environments, all you know is the fast cash. All you know is, you're, selling your body,
Right.
or going by and getting by through, whatever means that you're using,
Right.
and so you have to get in a place where it starts within you first. See, people have this thing where, our environment is everything.
Right.
And to a certain extent, that is accurate. But some of the greatest people, excuse me here, I'm going to fix this. I didn't know I had to turn it horizontal. But some of the greatest people that we know that are successful have come from horrible
Right.
environments. So what's the difference between their success and you being in the place that you are? It's in here. So I don't care what environment that you're in. Every environment that I've ever been in, especially as a child, as an adolescent, and thereon, was never an environment that was conducive for me to thrive in. In fact, it was the opposite. It was to destroy me. It was meant to break me. It was meant to steal everything that I had on the inside of me before I could find out who I truly was. Every environment was meant to stifle my identity. I can't hear nobody. It was meant to stifle my identity. But because of the grace of God,
Right.
I was able, despite the things,
Come on, Robyn.
able to go into a place in here and say, wait a minute. This is what this looked like. And this is what I mean by teaching people how to come out of that situation, back from it, in a way that you can see it objectively. And when you see that thing objectively, you begin to make strategic decisions. You begin to see that you are dealt literally, and you begin to play that hand.
Come on, Robyn. Yes.
Okay? So it's in here. Despite your environment, it's in here. The decision is tied to your will. It's tied to your overall will. And at the end of the day, on the inside of me was a fighter.
Right.
And I don't know, so many times, D, real talk, I felt broken, like I just knew I wasn't going to make it. I literally, in one instant, was beaten and tied to a hotel bed, and I was left there to defecate on myself. I was left there to urinate on myself. I was left there, excuse me, y'all, it's raw, it's uncut. I was left there, in my womanhood flow. I was left there. It was meant to break me. It was meant to kill me. And I literally remember saying, okay, it's impossible for there to be a God, because if it was a God, you wouldn't allow this to happen to me.
Right.
And so there I was, beat up, bruised, tied up to the bed, in my bodily functions, broken. When I say dismantle, I don't even know how it was possible for me to come back after that.
Hold on.
Whatever shred of dignity, whatever shred of pride I had was gone.
Wow.
But I retreated here.
Wow.
And I began to have inward conversations with myself.
Right. Right. Robyn, listen. If they don't understand, yeah, Sharnetta, Dawn, listen. You got to get this book, guys. You have to get this book. She said so many profound nuggets. I hope you guys are sharing this with your audience too as well. Share this in your Facebook groups. Share this out on your platforms, on your business pages too as well. And because there is someone else out there that's probably secretly tied up to a bed, okay? Not maybe physically, but here. And she said, this was my safe place. This is where I had to retreat. But she also said, excuse me, she also said that, hey, look, what is, and it's very thought-provoking. And I want you guys to really internalize this question. And it was a rhetorical question where you just really think about it, okay? She said, what is, we say that it's our environment is conducive, you know, our environment basically controls where we're at. Sometimes we say, oh, it's because daddy's not there, because mommy's not there, or it's because I was raised in the hood, if you want to say that, or I was raised up north, I was raised up south, you know, I came from Africa to the United States, or I moved from here to another thing to dictate what goes on. And she says, but what is different between someone like Oprah, who was raised in this type of environment of her story? What was different between Michelle Obama in the heart of the Iraq, okay, in Chicago, with two parents and growing up to be the first lady, meeting her husband? And she says, hey, look, it's not your environment that dictates your success. It's literally your mind. And in spite of, I was mentally beat up, I was mentally broken inside, but there was this little tiny little Robyn, this little ball of fire, this little spark that I'm going to keep fighting in spite of what it, one, looks like. God says, don't go by what you see, right? It's by faith and not by sight. Then she says, you know, I'm going to keep swinging. I'm going to swing even if my punch is not as strong as it was before. If my uppercut is not as precise as it was before. If my struggle, you know, it wasn't as precise as before. And she said, even in the midst of me getting physically, and I'm tied up. Can you imagine what happens to some traumatic experience like that? I can so relate to that. Not going through that situation, but even with prison, it's a thing. It's meant to break you for you to be comfortable, like you said, get comfortable in that. And even in spite of, y'all, do y'all not hear this? If this does not burn a fire up under you to continue going on in spite of, one, to finish what you have started, two, and that nothing is impossible. Throw those excuses, those scenarios that you have made up in your mind, because Obama has the same two legs as we do. They have the same, Gary Vee has the same two hands as we do. He has only one mind. He's not this astronomical thing. He doesn't have three minds in one brain, okay? You know, he has one sound mind. Robyn, listen, hold your book up again. Hold your book up again, girl. Hold it up again. Tell them where they can get that copy of the book. They're going to get a chance to meet you. They're going to get a chance to talk to you. Where can they get a copy of your book and actually, you know, a piece of you? Because it's one thing saying it, but it's like, okay, well, I need somebody to hold my hand. And I want y'all to think, what are you tied up to? What are you tied up to? Sometimes it's not external. Somebody tied you up. Sometimes it's you. It's like the horse. There was this picture of a horse that was a big old horse that was tied up to a plastic chair and it never moved. There's also a parable with an elephant in the circus. This big
Mm-hmm.
old heavy 5,000-pound elephant has a chain on him, but it was only buried six inches in the ground to where all he had to do was just lift up his foot and run. What you just look? What are you tied up for, guys? Listen,
Wow.
Robyn, tell them how can we reach you, right? Where can they get that book,
Yes.
girl, and your contact information, girl? This is
Yes,
good.
yes, yes. D, you a mess. I love it.
This is good.
Yes, you guys can find the book on all major platforms, online retailers such as Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Kobo, you name it. It's a little bit of everywhere, right? And then also, I would love to meet you on Saturday. I'm going to be there. I would love to talk with you, embrace you, and personally autograph a book for you. Or better yet, for that woman that you know that's in the sexual adult entertainment, yeah, that part.
Right.
For the one that you know struggling and that's out on the street and you don't know how to reach them, that part. I would love to autograph the book for them for you. Okay, so you can reach me on Saturday here in Atlanta at the Georgia Aquarium. Also, www.robynrobbins.com is where you can reach me. You can engage with me. I'm on all social media platforms at Coach RRE. You can DM me. I talk back to the people. I love the chat. So definitely don't be shy and make your presence known. And I can't wait to meet you
I
guys.
can. I greatly appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. Listen, guys, if you are a college educator, maybe you know some people, you have friends that are in the church that are in student support services, or your orientation at the junior colleges, community colleges, and universities. I strongly encourage you guys to get a copy of this book. This book needs to be in all the colleges for our freshmen and our young people in orientation. This needs to be to all of our seniors who are about to go into college, because like she said, there's a lot of, and I know this personally from talking to kids in high
Yes.
school,
Mm-hmm.
runaways, some are not runaways. Sometimes it comes from their
Yes.
parents. It's
Mm-hmm.
really touching. So those seniors
Yeah.
that are transitioning, it takes a village to raise one child, guys. Listen, this I'm doing my own personal call for this book to be in their hands, because from what they see on TV, what they hear from their peers, and also trafficking is, so they don't even call it
So
human
real.
trafficking anymore. They call it flesh.
Mm.
In the United States
Wow.
Attorney's Office, they don't even call it, like the DAs that I talked to. They don't even call it, like the people don't even call it human trafficking. They desensitized it now. They call it selling flesh, like it's a piece, like it's cattle,
Wow.
like it's a piece of chicken or something, girl. And
Yeah.
a girl, and my heart just goes out, because I'm just like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? I mean, even on the DeKalb area, the DeKalb County area, Wesley Chapel, and then
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like so insane to where they got Robyn. They got girls. They will put them in the school, right? Like they traffic the girls and
Mm-hmm.
put them in the high school. And these are
Mm-hmm.
girls to girls trafficking. So like, say my daughter wants to spend a night over a friend's house. I think I'm speaking to
Right.
the mom. I think I'm getting to know the parent. And then the next
Woo!
night, they come in and they take your child and everything, and when you go to the house, it's
Woo.
empty. It's empty. And so can you imagine a parent or a mom? Sometimes we feel like, even young adults, sometimes your child is like
Yeah.
21 and 26, and they're hiding this, right? But you know something ain't right with your child. You know something ain't going on. They're not asking for money anymore, or
Yeah.
they asking this, that, and the other, and they're trying to hide that, and you don't know what to say to your child. I know I was rebellious. I
Yeah.
thought my mom didn't understand what I was going through, and I promise you guys, you
Yeah.
need to get this book, because it's more relatable when it comes from somebody else. My mom used to always say, I told you the same thing, but when someone so told you, you listen to them, you listen to that stranger.
Yeah.
So let this book
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that voice, that what you're trying to have. This needs to be in the churches, okay? I understand, you can give it to a certain type of group, the age group,
Mm-hmm.
if you want them, because you don't want them to be exposed to this and the other. But the truth of the matter is, they've been exposed somewhere else. Okay, please believe
Mm-hmm.
that. All right, and
Mm-hmm.
this needs to be in the nonprofits. This needs to be
Yes,
with
yes.
the kids' defects. This needs to be in the shelter, the orphanages, in the shelters. Because I just came from, girl, this is touching my heart, girl. Listen, I just came from the juvenile place, and there was a little girl that said, and she was 17 years old, and she said, "When I get out of here, Miss Lee, I'm aging out," and she doesn't know what to do. What you think she gonna do? There was another little girl that was 14, and she was bought by the state, okay, and she can't
Mm-hmm.
even go home once she's released from jail. Okay, she can't even
Mm.
go home. Listen to me, Robyn. She's 14 years old. She can't go home when she's released from jail. Okay, she can't go there. Her mom is around, but she can't go home, right? And then on top of that, the system is going to barely do anything, and she's going to need some
Mm-hmm.
money. What do you think that? What can I hand that girl? I should have had your book in my
Yeah.
hand to give it to her, because she
Yes.
can't. She's not legally get a job. What do you think she's gonna?
Yeah.
She's gonna
She's gonna
right.
revert
And
to.
so
And in the
this is
back
a
of the book we
solution.
give a lot of resources for that. Yeah, we give a
Wow.
lot of different resources. I have a nonprofit, Triumph Multinational Inc., that's geared toward this
Wow.
sexually exploited teens and women, giving them the help that they need, the transitional help that they need, helping them develop a plan to transition out of that place.
Right.
But we and I do have some contact information for those of you who want to type this in. Sarah4Sarah.net.
Is it the letter 4 or the
If you
number
guys,
4?
it's the number 4. Yes, ma'am. Sarah4 Sarah.net.
Okay.
That's the name of it. These people have actual shelters. There is another one. Matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
I have it here in the back of my book.
Okay.
But for those of you that are in Georgia, for Sarah.net, you can get in contact with them right away. Somebody type that. They take in
ForSarah.net.
the ladies, they do all of that. They are amazing at what they do. Pink Cross Foundation, for those that may be in like Nevada and Las Vegas, where it's really, those of you that are in the southern region, beautyforashes.org, onewayout.org. One of my favorites, people, look at for Jesus.net. And what they do, is strategically, because it takes one that know the ropes, that's been there, that knows how to speak to these ladies and know how it is, how it works, in order to pull them out.
Right.
So I definitely would say, you guys, if you're looking for help, if there's an underage girl that needs help, these are some resources that you can give where they can get help. Right now, we don't have a shelter, so the only type of services we are able to give is online support and virtual group of support for those that are here in Georgia.
And for young boys. See, Audrey said, I'm doing this for my brother right now, and he's 30 years old. You see? So for young males too. Young males too as well.
Yes, yes,
This is
absolutely.
very, don't we can't count them out either. And so I just can't wait for everybody to meet you personally, for them to get to touch you. Thank you, Robyn, for sharing your time with us
My
on this
pleasure.
day.
Thank you, Dee.
Man, I tell you, this has been very enlightening. This has also been very encouraging. And I feel like it reached so many different individuals that this can definitely apply
Yeah.
to your story. But I want to also say thank you for your courage to
Yeah.
share. This is not everybody does not share, for putting other people
Yeah.
who maybe experienced it, went through it, or coming out of it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for your courage for sharing this with individuals. And you guys are going to get to meet her this Saturday at the Georgia Aquarium. I believe in you guys and love you guys so much that we have reduced the tickets to 60% off today, only 24 hours only, for you guys to come in, because you being in the building is more than just some random just ticket sale. So you guys just cover your part, your 40% of the ticket, and I will take care of the rest. I will feed you guys. I will pay for your meal. I will pay for your dinner. I will take care of everything else. And so you guys just take care of your 40% of the ticket. Guys, make sure you click on that link. This is no author left behind, and no individual is left behind. And you have other people. You're not by yourself, guys. You are not by yourself, guys. Let me say that again. You are not by yourself. And when you think you had it worse, somebody has it worse. But let me tell you, you are not out of options, guys. You have options. There's resources. And what I love about Robyn's book is this. She just didn't just tell her story. She didn't just, talk about the pain of what she went through and just stayed there. She tells you who she is, what she's went through, how she came out, and then also how you can too, and resources. So what self-help book? Okay, and I love self-help books from big authors like Joyce Myers and Joel Osteen and different things like that. But what book that can you read that actually takes you from A to B and actually gives you step-by-step resources, not just telling you what to do, but how to do it, and then also her extending her hand too as well. So again, if you are a church and you have a bookstore, put this book in there. Somebody's going to pick it up. All right. It's for someone, a younger person. Come and get a copy of this book. If you are a college educator, student support services, if you know someone that knows someone, get the ticket for them and tell them, hey, look, this is my gift to you. You don't even have to tell them what Robyn's story is. They will get to meet her herself. Say, this is my gift to you. And I promise you, when you plant that seed in somebody else's life, you will get the harvest and everything that it is that you want, that you're asking God for. That's the secret. That's the way on how it works, is that the person who you plant the seed in is not usually the person who gives you the harvest. Okay, guys? So buy the ticket for someone else and gift it for them. Send me a message and let me know how many. If it's more than 10 tickets, we do have an additional discount for those who have more than one ticket, want to get more than one ticket, guys. Okay, we love you, we believe in you, and listen, Robyn, thank you so much again for being a part of this tour. I will see you on Saturday.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, guys, did y'all just hear that? Did you listen? Did you guys just hear that though, Stephanie? Oh my gosh, let me look at some of the comments. This is like, did y'all just hear what Robyn just said? Like, whoa. Seriously, Robyn? Wow. Individuals, we really do not look like what we have been through. This is just so mind blowing. I'm just really, really excited. Thank you, Rashana, for joining in. Thank you so much, Don, for sharing. Thank you, Sharnetta, for coming in too as well. Put a comment. Let us know how you enjoyed the story too as well. Okay, Demisha, thank you for coming in. Marlene, it's always a pleasure to see you. Miss Vanessa, oh my gosh, I hope to see you this Saturday. Yes, the book they will embrace that story, and she won't feel alone. Yeah, they will not feel alone either too as well. Right, Audrey? Right, wasn't that Vanessa? Isn't that amazing? Miss Joanne, thank you so much for joining in too as well. Right, and so she did a really, it's a sensitive subject. It really is. It's a sensitive subject. But Robyn did such a great job translating it so eloquently and letting you know where her help comes from. All from God. And I just, and what I'm just so grateful for is that in the midst of her going through all of those experiences, that God always kept her mind. So listen, if you create your safe space, retreat in your mind, guys. Wow, I just don't even know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say, but that you have to be in the building this Saturday. This is just it's so profound, guys. I mean, what do you guys think? It's like what thoughts are going in your mind? Because I can't hear them right now. So type them inside the comments. What thoughts are you having? What ideas are you having? Who do you know? Do you know how many people do you know that can really use this book? Put the number inside. If it's one person, if it's 2 people, if it's 10 people that you know that can really benefit from this book, let us know here in the comments. Whoa, guys, I'm so sorry. I just want to take a minute to really digest this. Whoa. Whoa. Are you serious, Robyn? Robyn. Wow. And then too, I greatly appreciate that she gave resources, and you never know what the person who's sitting next to you may have been going through, of what they've experienced. It's just like, wow, tied to the bed, beat up, bruised, and feces. I had a hard time, just a hole in prison. Like, this is just like, I'm just thinking of how many kids that I have came across, like teenagers and young adults, and those who are in colleges that need this, that can say this that way. Like, my story is one thing, but I need them to hear it from the voice of Robyn, like saying, hey, listen, this is not the end all. This is not the be all. She said there was a little bit of more fight. Stephanie, keep fighting. Vanessa, you still have, as long as you have fight in you, as long as you have a little bit of fight in you, as long as you have some fight left, you can overcome. As long as you have some fight left. I want you guys to listen. As long as you have some fight left in you, this is not the end. I want you guys to put up the fist emoji. Put up the fist emoji, guys. Say, I still got fight left in me, Desiree. Tell Robyn. Say, Robyn, thank you for reminding me that I thought I didn't have nothing. I thought I lost out. I thought I didn't have any more options. But Robyn, thank you for sharing and reminding me that I still have some fight left. I still have some fight left in me. I still trust God. I still feel it. I'm still going to push forward. I still have some fight left in me. And this is not going to be it. Oh my gosh. This is like, listen, you have to put your fist up and just keep fighting. This is not the end. God is going to use someone else to bring you to your situation. You have fight left in you, guys. You have that little spark that's in you that says keep going. Someone is depending on you to swing just a little bit harder. Just pull that shoulder around just a little bit more harder. You still have some fight left in you. Do not give up too soon. Listen, you want to make sure that you turn your notifications on. So and we still have some more awesome stories this week to share with you guys, with some of our featured authors that are going to be at the Georgia Aquarium. Listen, the cutoff time to buy your tickets is literally midnight on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm looking forward to telling you that there's no more tickets left. All right, so your last opportunity is to purchase your tickets before Wednesday. There will be no tickets sold at the door. I'm sorry. There will be no tickets sold at the door, so I do not want to get you guys turned around. Make sure you guys, when you purchase your ticket, we'll tell you which entrance to go into, because it is a secret entrance that you will have to enter, and not through the main door, to let you guys know. Also, this is, I don't think Georgia Aquarium will ever be the same after all of these authors, after we put our energies and our bodies in being in the building. Georgia Aquarium will not be the same after all of these stories. And thank you guys so much for putting up your fists and putting up your emojis, and just hold on just a little bit longer, guys, okay? And I want you guys, you still have some fight left. Make sure you guys connect with Robyn. Make sure you guys follow her on social media platforms. But most importantly, you definitely want to be in the building with all of our featured authors that are coming in from all parts of the world to come and share their insight, their witty ideas, their resources, their tools. And this is a way on how to turn your book into a profitable business, okay? To take what you have, like she said, there's beauty in ashes. So thank you guys again. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry I got a little emotional here. I got so emotional, but it's very personal to me, and I believe in you. I love you guys. Thank you so much.